Hi, my name is Nancy Horne, and I own NDH Search. We do recruiting for interior designers and architects throughout the United States and around the world. Today, I've been invited by the Southern California IIDA chapter, Flor Ornelas and Jade Lee, to do a brief presentation on finding your first job and the methods and avenues for finding them. So let's get right away. First of all, you graduated college, you have a degree, you're excited. It is the beginning of this new chapter of your life, and the world is your oyster. Except there's COVID. But let's not let COVID get in the way and proceed the way you would if everything was the same, which essentially with FaceTime and Zoom, it can be. So the first thing is your resume. Your resume will be 1 page long. It will be very concise. You're a new graduate. You've probably done an internship. You've had summer jobs. You have been in organizations. And also the most important thing about this is that it is your very first opportunity to present your design acumen, how you present visions, and this will actually translate beautifully into how you design a room, a lobby, a kitchen. So using the right font and it being very, very elegant and beautiful is the first chance for you to say to a potential employer, I am not a lawyer, an accountant, a dental hygienist, all very good businesses and professionals, but they are not designers. And so that is a very, very important thing for you to distinguish yourself. And that is out of the gate with your resume. Second will be your portfolio. And the hiring manager or whoever you show it to will absolutely know that all of the work in your portfolio will be from assignments given in school. Unless, of course, you've done an internship and you've had a chance to do some Revit, some AutoCAD, you have done some hand drafting, watercolors, presentations of any kind that will show your ability to reflect scale and dimension. This will be a very important uh, piece of information about you. The very third is an inspiration book. And an inspiration book will probably be about 10 pages of collages of a variety of objects and visual items that inform how you design and the things that impress you as a designer and that you feel can help inform a potential employer about what's on your mind and what you take into consideration when you get an assignment. So that is your resume, your portfolio, and your inspiration book. The inspiration book makes you unique for the other candidates that you are competing against. They will absolutely have a resume, they will have a portfolio, but they might not have this third piece, and that will set you apart. The next thing is how to represent yourself online. Employers and colleagues will all be looking at your LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn will be very simple, just as beautifully laid out, information-wise, logo-wise, things like that, of a professional picture, your name, all of that contact information. Make sure that there's contact information, your email that is not supersurfer21@hotmail.com, but it's your name at Gmail, at another one, but very simple, very professional, and a cell phone number for them to be able to reach you at. You want to be able to be contacted no matter what. I did not mention that the CV has absolutely nothing on it, the resume, nothing on it that has to do with high school. You've now graduated college, you're on another stage of your life and career, and high school is no longer important. It is the same on your LinkedIn profile. So keep that in mind. Very concise, very detailed information, and also nothing having to do with high school. A good thing to show also are different groups that you've decided to join that could also represent a bit more about you. So IIDA, ASID, if you choose, you're a follower of different influencers or different companies, and that really takes you off the black and white page. So that's a good thing. Please know that potential employers will be looking at your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and they'd look at your Snapchat too if they could. But just know that how you present yourself on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram will be a factor in whether or not they want to work with you. Will you be the kind of person that they want to have side by side in the office, put you in front of clients, consultants, so on and so forth. So please, maybe edit out the Las Vegas weekend, the sorority dinner, the pledging, all those kinds of things are for maybe a private account, but if you decide to be public, just keep that in mind. Not a good representation of you. The places to look for work vary. You can do business associations like IIDA. You can do Archinect. You can do, which you think is only for architects, but it is also for interior designers, and it's a place that you can upload your resume. I know that IIDA has a place that you can upload your resume, and that's wonderful. And those are both great for very active hiring managers. If they're not looking for exactly you, it doesn't mean that you cannot reach out to either the HR person or somebody within the company, but you can also identify firms that you would love to work for and projects that are just spectacular and speak to you, and get a list because you're a good researcher, because you just got out of college and you're imaginative. Find out who worked on that project that you love so much. And it can be Shanghai Four Seasons, it can be a gorgeous house in Cleveland, it can be anything that's just beautiful and speaks to you. Find out who worked on the project within the company and then approach them directly. Write to them on LinkedIn, figure out the formula for their email address, or contact me and I'll help you with the formula. And say, I am a new graduate, I have an admiration for this work that you've done and the project, and your career speaks to me. Or they could be an alumni. And I wonder if you might have a couple of minutes to talk to me as a new graduate looking for my first job. I'd like to know how you did your search for your first job. And of course, in design, and really almost anybody loves to talk about themselves and be admired. So that is a great avenue for going in. Then one thing that also sets you apart rather, is a handwritten thank you note. Very important, very different than anybody else that has graduated from your class. Unlikely that they will have taken a moment to find out the address, written a beautiful, short thank you note for their time and interest, and looking forward to staying in touch with them. And thank you so much with your name and email address. No, don't do that. Just your name. Just thank you for your time. So appreciative, so on and so forth. Best wishes, Nancy Horne. And don't include your resume in that, nothing like that. It's not another sales thing. It is really just thank you so much. So here are the variety of ways to do your resume, portfolio, inspiration book, how to represent yourself on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, how to search for a job, even when there's no job available at the company you want to work for. You can still approach them and say, is there a need for this level? And if not, I just want you to know me. And then to write the thank you note. That will make a huge difference. I wish you the best of luck. It's an exciting time in your life, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. I'm available for questions and so on and so forth. So thank you so much. Take good care, and stay positive, test negative. Bye.